सभी को नमस्ते। आज क्लास 6 का जो 6 चैप्टर है वो शुरू होने जा रहा है। चैप्टर का नाम है द बिगिनिंग ऑफ इंडियन सिविलाइजेशन। तो चलो शुरू करते हैं क्लास 6 का 6 चैप्टर द बिगिनिंग ऑफ इंडियन सिविलाइजेशन। In our last chapter, we have learned India that is Bharat. India that is Bharat. We have touched the many things in that chapter, especially the area of settlement of people, culture, and society in our western part of India. So we would like to move today with the special area. According to the chapter, it has been said that the beginning of Indian civilization. It's have a lots of segregation in between the separation of years and era, and in this part we would like to discuss that in our western area of India map. This is the area where first Indian civilization have started, especially in this area, Haryana, Gujarat, and Rajasthan. And after partition, special part of Punjab, Western Punjab, have gone to the Pakistan area, and all these civilization got separated in between India and Pakistan. So let's start this class today with some basic points that we are going to discuss today. I have written down all the important points to a general discussion. And in this class, we will discuss some contents. First of all, what is civilization? What is civilization? Civilization क्या है? Civilization is a settlement for a particular area, for a particular people. But sometimes it has been seen that these areas are not continuously inhabited by the people. Sometimes they moved from that place. There have behind some many causes. In this area, the western area of India, there have a series of civilization. First of all, this is a series of Sindh Harappan civilization. The Sindh and Harappan civilization. Why it's called Harappan? Because in this Sindh area, we have learned in our previous classes that they have a Indus river. In Indus river, and along with the Saraswati river that is under partly in Haryana, it's come lots of inhabited society for that time, and the time period is 2600 BC to 1800 BC. In this area, people started to living, and they faced many natural changes like flood. So they stopped settling there and moved towards the other urban part also. Sometimes it's can have been said, it have been seen that these people are not only moving for the flood purposes, but sometimes that the access of many things like water, river water, and access of cultivation, access of farming, access of uh, livelihood, they are getting low day by day in that time. So they feel that we should now move from this to that place. This is one of the best cause of decline of that civilization. So civilization is a thing which by the people for the people of that time, and it have a period of time. So next, there have a lots of points in your NCERT class 6 textbook. And all these points are so much important, like metallurgy, government and administration, urbanization, crafts, trade, writing, culture, idea, and agricultural. All these things we have partially mentioned in our previous classes, but I would like to discuss only those which are not included in previous record, because if I put all these things in this video, the video is going to be 40 minutes. So I would not like to do such a long video for this class. So what is metallurgy? Metallurgy is a science of that time to use different type of metals and alloy to made a sufficient purposeful metal for that time for their living. And government and administration, you have know that Harappan civilization have a basic structure, and it's a very important area for formation of civil society and its architect. All these area are well formed, and they have a particular designed and formative snanagar, yani washroom, main room, living room, and courtyard. Along with courtyard, there is a lots of space for road, and all these road connected to with each other in a 90-degree angle. And in between this road, there have a passage space under the road for drainage system or water system. And crafts, they have lots of crafts, like in especially the Kalibangan area of the western part of this portion, especially the Lothal is a dockyard area, and many beads factory, and along with this Kalibangan area there is a spot in Kalibangan, and this is Lothal. In Kalibangan there is a place which people used to make some crafting things like beads. Beads are very popular in this area. These beads are drilled, and threads are also passed through it to make a sophisticated use jewelry. And this is very famous, and it's also included in intertrade and foreign trade. In Iraq and Mesopotamia area, many seals have been found and many beads found, which is passed through this area. And same as also in Mesopotamia and Iraq Iran area nowadays, many seals and stones have been found, which is brought from there to this area, Kalibangan. And the Lothal is a very important area for international trade at that time, because it's a natural dockyard. You may say dockyard means where ships came and stay, and they load unload their things naturally, and not is it's not a artificial. It's a natural dockyard for that time. And what is cultural idea? Cultural idea, there is a thing that the people are lived equally, and equally in such a way for home and house formation. All these house designed in the same pattern. If maybe they are poor or rich, but the design of the house are same, and the material are used same. But we would like to say one thing, that in Harappan area there is a two residential act, or two residential things. One is Citadel, the most higher people and the rich people are lived in this area, and lower town and lower area, and the poor people and the general people of the society live in this area. So it should be remembered. And along with this, the people are very active to make pottery at that time also. They are moving towards the 17, 18, 12, 12, 1200 BCE century, towards the north black Palishwar and black Palishwar, that is very much famous post Harappan society time. And at that time people are related to things like agriculture. Uh, Agriculture, they used to do this barley, rice, rice and wheat, and vegetables. They grow all these things. Sometimes they grow for their own, and these surpluses, the extra things are may also exported to other place far than Harappan area. And in that time, the Saraswati river have played very important role. We have discussed in our last video that Saraswati River, all the sixth, seventh river of the western part of this area, and mainly in this thing, the class 6 have been focused on the Indian civilization, all this pictographic drawing, writing, and related thing, which is related to your class 6. And one of chapter is Indian civilization, which is the beginning of Indian civilization. And the town planning. What is town planning? I have just told you. And water management, I have also shared you that the water management are very good, and all the streets are connected to each other, and a underpass water system are developed in every street. And all these washroom or drainage system are connected to it. And in Harappan area, they have a separate area to store the rainy water in that time. It has been also found. And last thing, it has been mentioned that in your textbook, what is the beginning? What is the beginning of Indian civilization? How it started? And this was the Harappan civilization. And after that, the civilization have collapsed due to many reasons. Many historians have told that they have lots of issues, like they have failed in administration, they have failed in their agriculture, they have unable to maintain their water system management, and sometimes they told that the people are moving towards urban life to rural life. All these things have been mentioned, and people are slowly moving towards the other parts of the area, especially the Ganga Pelen area. In this space are becoming more condensed in after that time or post Harappan time. And I would like to say that there is a three phase in Harappan civilization. One is pre pre Harappan civilization, and Harappan civilization, and post Harappan civilization. What is pre-Harappan civilization? The place where a Harappan civilization have started, and the symbol of pre-Harappa have been found. Like they are started a settlement, and the method is radiocarbon 14. I have told you that after excavation by the Archaeological Survey of India and its many staffs, it had been found that there have some space in Kalibangan area which have been found that these pre-Harappan site are there, and the Harappan sites and civilization. This is a very peak period of Harappan civilization where the Lothal, Kalibangan, Chanudharo, and Rakhigari, all these uh, places are very developed and very popularly known by nearby people and nearby society, and nearby trade have been built by the people with a foreign area, and there are lots of documents with exchange of seals have been found. And what is post-Harappan civilization? Post-Harappan civilization is a period of decline after the civilization of Harappan. That in this period, people are not centered to their civilized area, and they are trying to came out and other territorial part of the Harappan civilization, especially the Ganga area, to settle there and start their next phase of life.